Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles episode 7. I am your host, but not your DM tonight. And let's get... There are two marks and no Ahmed. Did you guys... Ahmed left and came back. That's probably what happened. Let's get all of your faces in a good order here, and then we will unmute your mics. How are you guys doing, gentlemen, on this fine, socially distant May afternoon? It's Friday.
Just fine.
Hello.
I defeated the Sword Satan Sekiro.
Nice.
Who's the son of a bitch. That's who he is.
Nice.
Thinking he's going to be all cool with the sword and spear and a fucking machine gun in medieval Japan, and then shooting lightning bolts out of his ass. What a dick.
How many hours?
Was long.
How many hours?
As long as it took me.
So over the week, I probably put in 10 hours total. Today, it took about 2 hours to do. It took 2 hours of...
Was that the same fight that we watched Ahmed, try and try?
Different game. Different game.
Oh, I'm gonna keep doing this till I win.
But same pattern. It was like, oh, shit.
It's quite literally the same pattern.
He touched me. I died.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that was the thing. I had 3 goals today. One of them was to beat the boss of that game.
Adam, can you look at the stream?
Yeah, I'm also we're in a we're in a race to block.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Bye bye.
Bye. No, I don't want to be your friend.
So a giant greasy meal for breakfast, which I did.
Yep.
And I beat Sekiro, which I did. Yep. And now, as long as the internet doesn't explode in the next hour, it's play D&D. So we're almost accomplishing all the goals for my day off.
Awesome.
Yay, day off.
Ahmed, what's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm just busy. I had a full day at work today, but I wasn't able to get anything done till about 2:30 because I was just busy with the kids and the family.
Okay.
So I'm gonna work at night, get caught up.
After game, you're gonna go to work?
Yep.
Awesome. You'll be so rested for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mark?
I'm fine.
Mark,
I'm fine.
What's going on with you?
Well, I worked the last 7 days, 12-hour day shifts, so I hate getting up early, so that sucked. But I still had time to prepare for game.
Nice.
And last night, my wife requested that I finish off the 6-inch ice cream cake. So I said, for you, babe, I'll get that done.
What a strange request. Was there not enough room in the freezer or fridge or wherever you're keeping it? Or
well, that, and she didn't want to be the one who ate it.
I see. I don't want these calories. My husband will have these calories. I wonder if that's why men tend to die before women. Okay. That's just a metaphor of eating cake that your wife doesn't want to eat.
Enjoy.
The other thing, Thursday found out, or yesterday's Thursday, yeah, that it is a boy.
Oh, congrats!
September.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It is now 2-on-2 basketball. Me and the boys.
Yeah.
Wife is referee. It'll be great.
So Ahmed told me yesterday, and I basically told him, you've got the start of like a sports team there.
Yeah.
You've got like a full...
Okay, hockey team.
A full line. The Ahmed Juniors.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it's good in one way. You just all the hand-me-downs, right? Like,
yeah. Basically, yeah. It's the adrenaline is the testosterone. He's just gonna jump in. It's already flowing. So there you go. If it was a girl, you'd be like, I don't know what to do. I was like,
The fuck, I don't know either, kid.
But I mean, my boys keep telling me the same thing every morning. I don't know what to do. Like,
How old are they?
6 and 8.
Okay, well, you can tell the 8-year-old clean the toilet. That's what my wife honestly used to do that to the kids. Whenever they say, we're bored, just go clean the toilet.
Anybody else freaking bored?
That's basically what it was. Like, and if you're bored after that, I'll give
at what age would you trust them with a lawnmower? Adam's not allowed to answer this question because he
12.
grew up on a farm. It's like, can you walk, kid? You know, like...
You powered lawnmower, as in like one that you drive.
Yeah, no, like the push lawnmower.
Maybe 9 or 10.
9
That's
or 10?
kind of the earliest. But if you're pushing it, like, are they tall enough? Do you see over the handles?
It depends on you.
That's about
But you're like a foot taller than everyone, so that's like it's
It
like.
depends on your yard too. If you've got
Yeah,
like slopes like this, maybe give them till 13.
Yeah, well, 13 seems a little late. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Kids are awkward. You got to remember that. It's not about strength. It's about coordination.
See, I had today off. I slept in. Chatted with some family. I ordered a pizza. Like I'm slowly exploring pizza places that I couldn't explore when I lived at the old place
Far.
because it's across the city. So like there's this whole swath of northern Seattle where it's like, I'm gonna get pizza from there, and this one was good. This one was like, oh god, it was just the right mix of good things, and then I had a side of meat sauce. And dipping the pizza into the meat sauce. Oh my god, it was so good. I'm talking about having the greasy belly, the belly full of grease. I've got my happy belly full of grease right now.
It's all good. I make breakfast for the kids, so it's fine.
Sorry, Ahmed.
Like, why is it salty, Dad? Because I'm crying over it.
8 your eggs.
8 o'clock will come soon, right? Just checking.
Yeah, I'm taking a break at 8:15 or so.
Yep. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? Game 7 was called the Steel Rose Gang. Horrid metal-eating monsters crawl into the Steel Rose Mill. The sound of battle draws the attention of 2 old stack rat collectors doing their rounds, who then demand payment from the squatters in their turf. Things turn violent quickly. Realizing their predicament, the party seeks for information about the Old Stack Rat gang. Granimir tricks the party into confronting a pair of local thugs, vengeance for some past lights. Before the Old Stack Rats realize their collectors have gone missing, the party launches a full-out assault on the underground lair. Word will soon spread that a new gang is in the neighborhood. Whether you guys call yourselves a gang or not. The word will spread. Don't go to that factory. There's a bunch of horrible people that live in it.
We're simply an assemblage of like-minded individuals with common goals.
Yep. And then we entered a single week of downtime. Before the next adventure got triggered. Let me just go to our downtime sheet, and I will show you what the characters were up to during that downtime. I think there is potentially one roll that's required, Mark, before we hand it off to your adventure.
Fair enough.
So here's the downtime sheet. There was enough treasure that if Slake spent time just guarding the rat den, and Agony guarded the Steel Rose Mill, and Dee Dee, Capper, and Dugganschmirf spent time selling, like they actually needed all 3 characters to sell at 1,000 gold pieces per day per character. Like you needed that much time just to sell.
Everybody was selling.
Yep. Cog I put as craft ? But let's just go to the selling. So we divvied some of the treasure. There's a couple grand in each of the character sheets at the end of that downtime block in each of their piles. That's already been put to the bottom of your sheets, and then the divvied treasure has already been put to your bottom of your sheets. So go ahead and move those around. There are a couple of items that I didn't make decisions around because they were big or special or just required some more conversation. And here's some potions. The Ring of the Ram with 36 charges.
Who's squishable that could use that to push people away?
They also have to be able to make melee touch attacks or range touch attacks.
Range touch, yeah. So who could benefit from that?
So Slake's not going to use it because it's magic. Agony doesn't. He's actually got a really good bow now, so I don't think he's going to use it.
I think Dee Dee might.
I think Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Does Duggan ever run out of his blasts?
Even if he runs out of something in hand,
yeah,
he can just anything off the ground. You don't even have to pick it up. As long as it's within range, you can throw it.
But he can do that unlimited times per day?
Yes, unlimited times per day.
Okay, I don't feel bad for putting Ring of Ram on Dee Dee now.
Dee Dee.
Because if he ran out, then I'd be like, no, this is your backup. But
No. And I think probably next level he'll have a similar power to where he can bull rush with his...
If you're goofy and you surged or whatever a lot, you'd run out of points, and then you couldn't.
I can't do that.
Oh, you don't have any of the powers to burn the points?
No, because he's the charisma-based archetype, so he can't burn.
Okay, so then things just work.
So
He's a warlock, basically.
Yeah, I gotta be very picky with my powers, because if they require burn, I'm like, oh, I either gotta wait till a level where I'm not spending it on that, or...
the sustaining spoon. This is the thing that I think provides enough rations for one person per day. Spoon produces sufficient gruel each
Sounds
day
like
to
something-
feed 4 humans. Oh, never mind. So
Oh.
is that a party item? And if so, who's
It's
carrying it?
gruel, though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is nutritious, but it's not.
It's oatmeal with no salt,
Well-
no sugar,
Well,
no cream.
Dee Dee has a bag of good berries, and good berries last for a day. So we have. It sounds like we have 2 items that can sustain.
Dee Dee's item can sustain 1 creature per day, and this can
Oh, okay.
sustain any herbivore, omnivore, or carnivorous creature. So it has protein. That's what I'm hearing.
oatmeal.
Yeah.
What's in the gruel? Don't ask.
Tastes like sawdust. Yeah. So who's carrying that spoon?
I'm currently carrying the nut bag,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
Capra's already
Capra's
got that.
got that. Okay. Who's responsible? I think. Well, Cog and Slake don't eat.
Yep, so they're not on the list.
Nope.
I find a lot of the stuff is like, who can take this? I'm thinking, oh, he could. No, he's too small. It's too big for him. Like
Yeah, I think Agony will carry this. This feels like a.
Herm is in a forge.
Yeah.
Turning into a giant dragon sucking on a spoon. He goes into his Draco sleep and just puts the spoon in his mouth.
Wakes up really, really chunky. Like he's been socially distancing for COVID. We're all going to be so fat after this. Some of us, anyways.
Oh, I was working in that direction, and then I was like, oh, shit. Weird. Let's adjust our caloric intake.
Yeah. All right, back to this. And then the last thing was the amazing extendable prosthetic arm.
Right. Yeah, I'll take
So-
some time if.
As a clockwork prosthetic, you gain a +2 item bonus to attacks that use that arm. And as a single action, you can cause that arm to extend for 1 round. So the beginning of your next turn, it goes back in.
Hold on a sec.
Yep.
I'm an alchemist. Alchemists get. I'd like to hold. I might. Okay, I'm gonna think about this, but next level is a discovery,
Mm-hmm.
which means I could get an extra limb.
Can extra limbs be used to attack?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
I thought the extra limb.
It just occurred to me. I was like, wait.
I think
a
the extra
minute.
limb is just used to hold things. I could be wrong, but that's my recollection. Yes, if you're worried about not having one arm like big and long and attacking, and you needing another arm to hold a thing. Hey, random. Wither?
It's vestigial arm.
Yeah,
vestigial arm.
that is used to hold stuff.
No, it can attack. The arm does not give you any extra. It doesn't give you any extra attacks. Though the arm can wield a weapon and make attacks as part of the alchemist's attack routine.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Take that feat.
so you take that feat, and then effectively, you could replace that arm that you didn't quite have yet with the arm. But there's still a craft check to install the arm.
Yeah. No, I'm just
so
saying,
my
like, it would be
question,
cool.
Mark, if it's okay, like because I handed out this piece of treasure, there's a craft check to replace your arm with this upgrade. There'd be a craft check to take off your arm, and there'd be a craft check to put this arm in properly.
Yeah, and I mean, I think even if I take this feat, I do what you do want to make those craft rolls.
Yep.
It's like, oh, we're going.
The
on
question is,
adventure.
are
I
you
don't
doing
have
it?
an
Are you
arm.
doing it now during this downtime?
Yeah. So for now, I'm gonna replace my current arm with the new arm, and if I do take this feat, I will add the other arm on. Oh, I'm just gonna run around with a whole bunch of legs and arms.
What is that Star Wars count?
General Grievous.
General Grievous, yeah.
General Grievous.
Yeah. General Cog.
The wheezy
Grievous
organ.
Cog.
Yeah, aside from the wheeziness, like I guess.
So why was he? Did he have to wheeze?
I don't know. The more arms you have, it's the rule.
The wheezier you get.
All right. What is your craft clockwork score?
I believe you're apprentice level because you're third level.
There we go. Crafting is at 11.
Okay.
There's a coin toss for you.
Would you agree that this is very complex? These are the most complicated items. They require diverse materials, moving parts, different parts, decorated bits, or multiple functions or uses. Examples would be ocean-going vessels, unusual armors such as barding, antitoxins, tanglefoot bags, sunrods, and thunderstones. Very complex is the highest it goes. So very complex is plus 10 to the DC, so that would be DC 20. And given that this is a magical item, it is considered masterwork, so that increases the DC by 4. So to
25.
24. That would be to install this item without golem crafting feats.
Yeah. Let's try this.
Okay.
First
step
week,
is
right?
to take off your arm.
Right. So what's the DC to do that?
Your arm technically isn't masterwork.
Play safe.
I would say it's DC 20 to safely take off one of your limbs, like an arm or a leg. And okay, before you roll, are you using anything to augment your rolls?
I'm gonna spend a DM point to have him work on a long arm.
Oh shit! He's got two left arms.
Like, crap.
What? Like the C-3PO putting the head on backwards.
I don't have anything that helps me.
Do you have tools?
I have Crafter's Fortune.
Okay.
Which I can use.
You can borrow Dee Dee's any tool. I don't know if those provide the same bonus or not.
Here.
I think
I don't know if it removes the penalty or if it asks if masterwork for anything.
Crafter's
It's a set of masterwork artisan tools for most craft or profession checks.
Plus 5. Plus, this is a luck bonus. So Crafter's Fortune gives me a luck bonus.
Okay, artisan tools are a circumstance bonus, so competence bonuses would also apply.
Okay. I don't have anything personally. Like my character does not have anything else that can augment.
Okay.
I think the bard is busy selling. I think that was already stated.
Yeah, the Duggan, Dee Dee, and Capra are all selling.
Team Fae.
Okay, that's fine.
We're the Fae Lords.
Yeah, I don't have any tools that. I actually, you know what? I will spend some money to go and buy tools. I will ask them to buy tools for me. I've got.
Okay, that won't stack with Dee Dee's tools, but yeah, if you
won't. Okay.
You spend 50 gold pieces and you have your own set of clockwork tools. Like they would be like fine smith clockwork tools.
Okay.
Okay. So it sounds like you're using tools and
a Crafter's Fortune.
Crafter's Fortune at 3rd level, which would be plus 3. Okay,
Okay, the stream is asking if they can DM point this.
Oh, I didn't.
For
Sorry,
what?
I was looking at.
To do the DM to do what?
Drakester is asking, can it be DM point? Whether yeah.
Can what be though? I don't.
We need
the
more.
role, the action, the outcome, something like the outcome likely. Does the stream want to spend a DM point? Is that what I'm hearing, or are you just curious if we're going to spend one?
Because hold on, I have to. There's two roles. One is to remove the current arm. The second one is to install the new arm.
Yeah, you're trying to remove the arm without like damaging the place where the arm connects, without doing damage to your body.
Or the old arm.
Or to the arm if you want to. Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll use the Crafter's Fortune twice. One to take off, one to.
Yeah. The first roll is just to remove.
Right, and the bonus from the Crafter's Fortune is just a +5.
No, it is plus your level.
Target is struck. So description start with and gains a +5.
Oh, is
bonus.
it just static +5? Okay. It's okay.
So Drakester is saying yes to spending a DM point on the outcome, I think, of the second roll.
Oh, the second roll? Okay. The first roll is you are like alone trying to perform surgery, mechanical surgery, to remove your left arm.
So
the
+5.
The DC is
1.
20.
Third eye.
30? Okay, so you've successfully and carefully removed this arm, and the arm is in perfect condition. You did not lose, like, aside from mobility, you did not, or like you only have one arm now.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
Now, that takes 4 days.
Okay. Well,
Downtime
how
is now
much
done.
effort? How much effort? Because I don't sleep.
Oh.
He just does nothing but work on his
Give
arm.
me a second. You are right. So, technically, if you don't get tired, would you get mentally tired?
Do they get fatigued? Do they have to repair their spells? And that
I don't get fatigued.
I don't mean the fatigue condition. I mean, does it say anything about mental effort?
Do alchemists have to rest to re-prepare their formulas?
It's not rest. It just takes an hour to prepare.
But
Okay.
no, you get so many a day though. Like
Yep.
once you've used them all, you don't.
Yeah, but like wizards need 8 hours rest. I don't think alchemists do. Okay.
So an alchemist can
Clerics
use
don't
all.
either. Clerics just have to prepare. They could stay up all night and party and then get their spells back.
So
No,
you have 15 days of work in that 5-day block before the adventure triggers again. This was the trap that I was trying to put on Poker Face. This is evil DM, Marty, and I'll hand it off to Mark, and I'll get it. But yeah, so that took 4 days. Let me just double check that was 4. Time unit for complex work. 20. Yeah, that took 5 days.
Okay, so a third of my time
Which means you have 2 attempts
to
to
put on the arm.
thing back, to put the new item on.
Okay. So +11, +5.
Okay.
Drink.
The
Stream is spending a DM point. Cool. I will reset the DM points for this evening. To give you a +8 to your roll. They're on your side, Adam or Ahmed. They're on your side.
Is the stream cool with that?
That's what they're saying.
That's what they asked. Yeah.
They're asking
Alright.
for you to have a +8 bonus on the
All
roll.
right, I will roll. Oh, 35!
Okay, with 5 days
Boom!
to spare, you have installed the magic item in place of your spare arm. You should put on your character sheet that you have a spare arm.
Yeah.
One of the things you do notice when you're like packing away carefully your spare arm is you still have a gem that has an elvish soul in it, just like the one that houses your soul.
Yep.
It was just a reminder, and that with that trickery, I hand off the DM stick to Mark because our downtime ends. How are we interrupted? Now, for the rest of us that were doing trading, we haven't got to spend our 2,000 gold pieces yet.
There we go.
Like, we just had enough time with the house rule of 1,000 gold piece selling or buying per day per character to get rid of the treasure. We had so much treasure spent that I think Granimir's shop actually got an upgrade. I think it was the one shop where we dumped a couple of like high-priced valuable objects. Which
did it make a noise when it leveled up, like a transformer, or like a sort of?
I think it was just a cash register, sort of like a ye old cash register, kind of like shing, shing. And then a couple of items appeared with sparkles because fairies. And let me just show you what, because you guys were doing selling at Granimir's, you may have noticed his new stuff. So shops and companies, Granimir. So you notice a couple things at Granimir's, and this is for Dugganschmirf, Dee Dee, and Capra. He got rid of all of his weapons and armor. In fact, you probably noticed that the weapons and armor he had in his shop actually got sold to the other shops that actually specialize in weapons and armor. So he's now divested himself of selling weapons and armor. He won't do it anymore. He's got a wand of prestidigitation, a wand of enlarged person, a bookmark of deception, a cloak resistance +1, a pearl of power 2, and he now has access to medium items. And the 3 randomly rolled medium items are a ring of curing, a bag of holding type 3, and earth root boots worth 8,000 gold.
Oh. How long would it take to pack up that cloak there?
Yeah, like these items can be bought like that because they're available, right? So you can take that cloak.
I would highly suggest somebody who's I've got an item that does that, but somebody should. Who wants resistance bonus?
Who is shopping?
You said Dee Dee and Capra were there when
yep. I think Dee Dee might, if no one else wants it.
It's an ostentatious color.
She can embroider stuff into it.
Oh, it's a blank canvas. It's like a blank canvas. It'll be fine.
Right. Yeah, she'll spend 1,000 gold. Eventually, she'll be able to make this stuff, but for now, a +1 to saves is a +1 to saves. Most. Okay.
Pull it off your corpse.
Shops and company. So I'm just going to erase that and replace it with an X because we'll randomly roll the next time there's a downtime that item got filled in, and we'll update the amount spent, which is a cumulative value. We've spent 15 grand in Granimir's shop of trading, and we need to get to 25,000 to get to the next level.
Do our construct people count as humanoids?
No.
And does
Agony does as Dragonborn.
Agony does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until he becomes truly.
Then he becomes a dragon type. Yeah. And then the Fae don't. They're Fae.
Correct. So the only people right now that can be enlarged personed is Agony.
Agony is the only one that would be, or one of our cares maybe.
Kev. Kev or Lumpy or whatever. Amadeus. Yeah.
Who made my liquor so small?
All right.
Find me more tools.
Okay, now I'm done, Mark. I'm done. I'm gonna spend time fiddling with Dee Dee's saves.
All right. Well, treasure wasn't the only thing you pulled out of the sewer, now was it?
Pull the smell out. Stinky down there.
And you pulled a certain rat king out, did you not?
Yeah, the rat king is in a jail cell. Let's go to the what is it called?
I use the term map. But you can call
Old Stacks, the rat den.
Rat den. That's right, because you took over their little underground kingdom.
Kinkillian Dreamtout is in a prison cell, and I think Slake was spending time guarding this new lair.
Alright, so...
I'm not sure what we did with the bodies.
Well, they have a ditch.
Horrible oval pit.
That's pretty grim, guys. I'm just saying.
I'm fairly certain they're all just in the disappeared category. Like,
I think Slake, instead of dumping them right outside the offal pit, which is pretty gross, he brought them into the sewers and just sort of dumped them there.
Feed the monster we let escape.
Yep. Oh yeah. The lizard has escaped, and we assume that it'll be someone else's responsibility to do.
we saved it. We did a good job.
Yeah.
Look at it got away. So
Eventually, Slake basically spends time patrolling this place between the back entrance and the actual entrance to a warehouse, and he's just guarding it to make sure that no rogues on other business come back and try to retake this place. So we're squatting on it for now. Agony is really reluctant to give up the foundry. He seems pretty attached to the big furnaces, and while Cog is in his little makeshift alchemy lab performing experiments on his body parts, the three Fae were out selling. So I think that's the current state when Adventure Trigger happens, Mark.
Is anyone giving care to, as I recall from watching the stream, because I'm in here, Slake broke his leg?
yeah, Slake done messed his knee pretty good.
What?
Slake broke the Bat King's knee. He punched him in the knee.
I remember that. I suggested it.
He popped it out sideways because of we're monsters.
Yes.
So, is anyone providing any care to...
I think Dee Dee is stabilized him, and then will...
Cog will actually play the good cop.
You
Okay.
do have 8 hours to spare in a day.
Cog will play the good cop and go tend to his leg.
I'm a loser.
Yeah, well, he knows you well.
We all heard that!
Hold on, yeah.
What happened?
This kid lost the game.
Okay.
All right, so I have a +9.
Okay. Roll... roll
19?
your...
Is that including a healer's kit?
Oh, it's not. It is not. I don't have a healer's kit.
So 19?
Background.
It'll be 21 for the healer's kit.
And it would be -4 for not having a healer's kit.
Well, then I want a healer's kit.
Yeah, Dee Dee carries one. You can borrow it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, with the healer's kit, yeah, I'm gonna say you managed to treat the wound. He's gonna have a limp for the rest of his life.
I apologize for what Slake has done, but he really needs to. He really wants to know what where to go and what to do. And this information you carry with you, it's.
How am I supposed to get you there? I can't walk.
I wouldn't. I'm sure you can find your way, but just give him what he needs. All right. We have a hard time keeping him reined in. So, just
Make a diplomacy check. I'll give you a +2 because you've been taking care of him.
diplomacy, huh?
Yes,
Strong.
diplomacy. Not my fault what skills you picked.
Good answer, Mark. High five.
20.
Oh, okay.
Good rule.
What happens if I do tell you?
Well, be as helpful as you possibly can, and we'll try to get you out of this. Like, listen, we don't have a I don't have a problem with you at all. Just if you stay out of our way, and as long as you haven't had a hand in where we are, no problems.
I barely know who you people are.
Then you shouldn't
Why
have
did
a
you do
problem.
this to me?
Then you shouldn't have a problem, right? I will do my best to get you out of it.
He's just quiet for a bit because it's going to take more than a DC 20 to get there. But you can it looks he appears to be considering what his options are because they're not clearly not looking good right now.
I'll get him some decent rations and sneak him in a little bit of drink, not the really good stuff, just some decent stuff.
Okay.
And
We do have a fully stocked bar. I
know.
named it the Dead Rat Pub because they dry out the little rats that they've collected, like before they wear them as amulets all along the the pub.
This is good to go.
You're infringing on my trademark.
all of your progress is thrown out the window when Duggan gets drunk and just starts telekinetically whipping empty bottles at him. That doesn't happen. I'm sorry. Does anyone else have contact with?
I think Slake in his patrols will eventually wander up to here just to make sure that he knows that Cog entered. So just to make sure that everything's okay. Cog.
I'm all right here, Slake. Just making sure that the prisoner is still here.
What are you doing in here?
You can see Kinkillian tense up as soon as Slake enters the room.
Our friend has agreed to providing us the information that we need.
I didn't agree to nothing, okay? No, I didn't agree to anything because we got to come to terms.
Are those bandages?
He puts a hand over his bandaged leg, like he's afraid Slake's gonna tear it off.
Need him to speak. A dead one is no.
You didn't use any pins or anything like that on his bandages, did you?
I was about to spend the DM point. Oh, you got there before I could. That's fine.
No.
So I would like to. The DM point I was trying to before Slake was going in there. The DM point I was trying to spend was I want Kinkillian to have been able to fashion something, a useful tool or piece of gear, or smuggle something in. Or something was in the cage. He's got something that is useful to him.
Okay.
He's a thief, and you know what thieves do? They lie and cheat, and wiggle their way out of trouble.
Well, if he hasn't provided us with anything before we've...
Look at my leg! Where am I gonna go?
Then, I see no options left for us if that's the case.
Start talking soon, or I'm going to put you at the pile that I made in the sewers. Slake walks out.
Look, I'll...
There's hope for you.
I'll roll an intimidate. Slake doesn't
roll
care
an
whether the
intimidate.
intimidate works. It's just a matter of fact. Well, for Slake, anyways. 15 is the roll.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just gonna shoosh my phone. Shoosh.
I don't. Do you have his phone
Shush, I'm
somewhere?
busy.
Talk to me for 24 hours. 48 hours.
All right.
Partly why I talked to my family this morning. So they don't call me.
Don't call.
Don't interrupt.
Well, I don't know if I like that. I went with that.
I'm busy.
All right. Cog, he wants out of here for sure, but he
Wants a guarantee.
he wants as much as guarantee as he's gonna get out of you guys. He seems to trust you.
You hear the smashing of like a beer mug or something like that. Slake may have had a dwarven moment where he tried to drink some whiskey, but it just didn't taste like whiskey, and he got frustrated and he smashed the whiskey bottle and then just kept on moving through the tavern.
My suggestion to you is he's not going to take any deals. Give him what he wants, and we'll work from there. Right?
Fuck you.
Just it is what it is. He's not doesn't. I don't know if he has a mind anymore. Hell, I don't even know if I have one. But he not getting an answer when he asks for it is definitely not going to make him happy. So think about it and get some rest. Dog leaves.
You can tell he's not gonna rest tonight. All right. When's the next time? What do you do the next day? Do you go see him the next day? I don't know. Is Cog taking like charge of his care?
Yeah. I'll see if I can get him. If I can make sure like his leg starts working a little bit better.
No, his leg is fucked. You broke his knee, and you have not used magic to heal it. It's
Yeah, long-term care is 8 hours a day. Which technically restores ability points and hit points. This feels like the how to fix broken things.
I could do that. I could do that.
okay. Make
If
rolls.
he's not giving us information, I'll tell. Actually, let me speak with Slake first.
Is this post hoc sort of thing? Like you're showing up with one arm, like this is or is this after your arm? Like this was like a week past, and then
Because if you
this is
show
happening?
up suddenly missing one arm, that's not going to boost his confidence.
He didn't take it. He didn't take it.
This is over the week, right?
Yeah, this
is him taking a shift at every.
Yeah.
So
he
showing
shows up with
at
one
this point.
arm. Just blame it on Slake.
Why do they care where they're king? They care where they're king because this guy's got information on how to get to Undertown.
He's also like the gang leader. He may know things about old stacks that,
That is the new boys in town in a club. Might need to know.
Yep.
I'll have a chat with everybody. Actually, I think the best. So, all right, the Rat King. I think the best course of action that we have in order to gain information from him is to at least let him know that.
Question.
Yes.
He's not the Rat King.
Or whatever, that one.
Thank you.
It's really dreadful in here. It's underground and kind of constricting.
What are you talking about? This is the greatest place ever. It even comes with booze.
This fire is not warm enough. This hearth is not large enough.
This place is easier to keep clean. It's got good sewer access.
It is easier to defend, but it is not good enough for my purposes.
Well, why don't we, can we bring one of the furnaces here?
He scritches his jowl. Thinking about it, I'm not sure how to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure no one will notice that either.
I wonder who owns the factory on top, or the warehouse. We should, maybe figure if there's a deed or something. And then one of the upstanding... Oh.
Well, didn't the human say he owned it? It was his chapel or something.
Well, no, he owns this. He apparently owns the other thing. foundry. Do you know what we could use? Well, just sort of, we could use like a human. Just a plain old, not like Kev, like a functional human. But just a human to just say, hi, I'm a human and everything's okay.
Humans are funny, says Dee Dee. Sometimes they don't know that they're funny, and sometimes they're tragic, because tragedy is the other side of the coin of funny.
Yeah, like Kev, when he accidentally drinks his own urine. I don't know why he bottles it.
He's been drinking noticeably less now that he has a friend. It was very nice of you, Agony. Very, very generous of you to invite, what's his name?
Mr. Lumpy! That's what the children call him.
No, it's not Lumpy. His name is...
Amadeus?
Yes, Amadeus. Although I still can't get into his head. It's, like, weird and buzzy. And he seems to, like, guard it.
I haven't seen him do anything suspicious.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him when we can spare our eyes.
Well, so the problem with the humans we do have is, Lumpy or Amadeus doesn't really look like a human,
Oh, no,
and Kev is not a functional human. So we need kind of like a...
Why do we need a human for, aside from the laughs?
Oh, just to like own things or to talk to people.
We're allowed to own things.
I think what
but we own
Capra's...
small things. I mean, big things.
I think what Capra's trying to say is humans like talking to humans because they're bigoted pricks is what they are. So if we had a human that said things we wanted him to say, the humans would leave us alone.
Humans are really susceptible to my arrows.
Yes, and for that we are eternally grateful.
Yeah, we could use a human. Just as long as we treat him nice. Or her.
Yes, like a puppy.
I'm not too sure that's what...
You mistreat puppies, Dee? What's wrong with you?
That's not what I mean. Puppies are nice. If you mistreat puppies, they grow into really mean old dogs, and that's not my thing.
Puppies are meant for appropriate circumstances. Puppy that's part of a household? Good. Street puppy? Mm-mm.
Why are all of you drinking astringent?
She's sniffing at the bottles quick. She's like, it's like noise, like.
She takes some of it to use as paint thinner.
Right.
Admittedly, it's not Foundry's finest.
Mm-hmm. I like the stuff that tastes like black licorice.
Cog, you're missing something.
Yes.
Yeah, weird. It's like a ball.
Well,
She's pointing at like the big like knobby bearing that holds your shoulder socket, or that is your shoulder socket.
I looked at the tools that we obtained when we were last here, and I'll be making some changes and a few upgrades to my arm. That's all.
Oh, you're gonna be able to.
She mimics the noise of the thing that the extending arm makes.
That's the plan.
That thing is... I like being punched by that thing.
Agony's just warming his feet in the coals.
Show off. So, do you feel funny without your arm?
You broke up. What'd you say?
Do you feel funny without your arm?
To be honest with you, it doesn't feel like anything.
Tipsy?
Yeah, you'd think it'd be all lopsided, like running in a big circle.
No, I'm not in a boat, but this body compensates for it quite well. I found something interesting. It's like gears that are set to the weight of the limb that I'm attaching, that are attached. So I set those to very low, and the rest of the body was able to move quite well.
Does the arm crawl around on its own?
Did it get away? If it got away, we gotta take care of it.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Cog? Because if it did crawl away and someone found it for you, how much would that be worth to you? It says all innocent.
Dee Dee's giggling.
If it didn't strangle the person, then we'd have to have a discussion.
Dee Dee's now taking down the rat corpses and in like with a paintbrush writing Capra inside of them. And making a small stack of business cards for Capra.
Business cards.
There we go.
Slake, do you mind coming for a second?
What?
As I was saying, King Killian's, well, if we want to get the proper information from him, let me just do what I'm doing.
I
Help him out.
could break his other leg. Slake!
You could. But instead of him sending us on a trap, if he realizes or thinks that he's dead, then either he will not give us anything, or send us into a trap, similar to what that prick sent us into.
We'll fight through the trap and then come back and make him pay for it.
It's not worth our time. I'm getting closer to him. Let me finish this and get the information.
And then what?
I know. But if he knows this much, he might know a lot more.
I could try to charm him. It'll only work for a short period of time, but maybe I can convince him to talk to us, and then we take care of his leg and send him on his way. Like a bird that broke its wing. That you didn't eat, you gave it back to nature.
Where was the bird?
So one thing that we had learned in the army was if you're going to send someone off like that, you send them off with a package. The package is a weight on their shoulder. Perhaps someone's after them, or they need to move for some reason to keep them busy and not to come back and try to murder you in the evening. So we'll have to think of something as a package for him.
Did you follow that? Elves are weird.
I think we need to get a box and put something. I don't know if he goes in the box or if we make him carry the box.
We can frame him for having murdered perhaps the one who was with him.
We get a small cage and put wheels on it. We can push him along with us.
Oh, that.
Okay, so he becomes a package. Okay, I think I understand it now.
Here's the thing about humans. Some of them have a thing about kidnapping. I don't know why.
He's a gnome. Why would humans care?
It's a thing they have. You can't just wheel someone around in a cage without drawing some questions, that's all I'm saying.
So,
is this a can't or is this a shouldn't? Because I learned a long time ago that some things are can'ts and other things are shouldn'ts.
Well, I suppose if you had a cage with wheels, it would be a shouldn't. Because you could.
What if we dress him up like a clown and we say he's the performing Nomi, and he?
That would still raise the question why he's in a cage.
He's still dangerous, though. Like, if we bring him with us, we'll have to keep an eye on him. If we leave him here, we can just leave him with a big bowl of food and a big bowl of water and a fresh place to poop.
You gotta be careful with the poop.
They're kind of like pets.
Yeah, we need a human. We have a gnome right now. Now we need a human.
Oh, we have a human. He's just a little more free range than we'd like.
We need a one that doesn't have the scurvy or the gout or the dysentery or something.
I believe it's syphilis. Be kind.
Is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to help him with that.
yeah, perhaps he could use some of our attention.
You're not gonna take his arm, are you?
Who?
No.
His arm is. Could you give him your arm? Because his arm's broken. And now you have an extra arm.
Broke his arm too. Jeez. guys are thugs.
Oh no, Kev's arm is messed up.
Okay,
Kev has a gimpy arm,
Okay.
and we have a spare arm, so we
Okay.
could put the spare arm on Kev.
I am not.
You know, if you replace
trained.
enough of you, you could stick the elven gemstone inside of a new body, and there'd be 2 cogs. You should
Yes,
save
that's
up.
a possibility. That is a possibility. We need more pots, though, wouldn't we?
This Slake doesn't like that idea, but just grumbles a little bit.
Well, he's got the.
They've already lived. I and whoever is in the gem, they've already lived and died. This is extra time, borrowed time. All right, I will continue with some of his treatments and get him to be more helpful.
What did you want to talk to us about?
It's just that.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure Slake doesn't murder me. All right?
Well, you said you already died, and this is not time. So can you be murdered? Because you just said you're already dead, and if you're already dead, then you can't be murdered because you're already dead. You're just sort of walking around like a ghost or
Slake,
something.
be nice. Don't touch Cog.
I'm not gonna harm Cog.
Why
Okay.
don't you let me talk?
This will
to
give
You
us.
shouldn't tell him not to touch Cog. What if his leg falls off and then he can't get home to put his arm back on?
He knows what I mean. Right, Slake?
Ugh.
There
be-
you go. See? Easy.
We have time. This will give us better information.
Get some information already.
Yeah, let's. Okay.
I'm gonna go over there.
Hi.
Dee Dee's gonna sprinkle some of her fairy charm dust in whatever like gruel they're feeding the gnome.
Okay, I take it you did that before. You
Yeah,
got there?
yeah.
yeah. Okay. I'll make a.
Hi.
It's so devious, isn't it? Big smile on her face. Oh, it's awful.
We brought you some food.
Thank you.
How's your leg doing?
It's in a great deal of pain.
Yeah.
You guys, you gonna let me out of here?
Not up to me.
I have children to support.
Do you?
No. Yeah, let's see what his bluff is. Hang on. He's a bard.
Do you really?
Are you sure?
Got a 20 on his
9.
bluff.
How many?
What are the names?
Yeah.
I've got 3.
What are their names? How old are they? Do they like stuff?
It's Thomas, Tara, Jan, and
Thomas, Sarah, Jan. Okay, 3 T's. You're a T family. But you're a Kinkillian.
yeah.
That's weird. It's probably after your grandma or something.
Yes, exactly.
What are their favorite animals?
Well, one's rather fond of monkeys,
Okay, she starts
Other one
drawing
like-
a monkey on a piece of paper.
and the other one likes birds, and
Okay, friendly bird.
Jan likes unicorns.
She draws a bird with a broken wing that's all mended up, a big smile on its beak.
Oh, maybe I can give these to my children someday.
Yeah, that's why I'm drawing it.
So you're not gonna kill me then?
Me? No.
Well, what about the thing?
What thing? What was the third animal?
Speaking of,
It's a unicorn.
Oh. I know how to draw those.
Yeah, it's a horse with a horn. Are you gonna kill me or let the thing kill me?
It's a 30 DC artwork, or 30 check artwork.
He stops for a second and goes, "Holy shit, that's good."
And she writes 2 D's at the bottom for Dee Dee.
Daredevil was here.
That's really
Here you
good.
go.
Thanks.
And now eat your gruel. We gotta make sure that you keep up your strength.
Yeah. Look, I'll make a diplomacy check.
There's a 16
And I'll
with the
get-
bluff and a 28 with the diplomacy.
And I'm giving you a +2 because you came up with some kick-ass pictures, so 30. If you promise to let me live, I'll take you to where you need to go.
Okay, she will. I think the dust only lasts a round, so she kind of like sprinkles some dust over the food as she hands it over.
What's the save?
The DC of the save is 16. Nope. 17.
When ingested, would it be treated as a poison, considering this guy was an alchemist? Or no?
I don't know. It's a supernatural ability that applies to arrows, but I imagine sticking it in your mouth might work. We've already established, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. When you shove the person's face before, it's like,
right.
just forget. After removing their teeth, so there's lots of places.
17
like
is the
them to
DC.
look
Normally.
Do we have a stat sheet for this guy, or?
Can kill you?
I don't know. Yeah.
I will show you his stat sheet. Add a level to this.
Where am I finding it?
DC. His will's +2, +3 with probably a level. +5 if it's against poison. All that's not enough.
Okay.
Okay, he's charmed for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, 10 minutes.
All right.
There you go.
I guess I could take you to where you need to go. But you gotta promise not to kill me. Like that's only fair.
Yeah.
If anything, I can help you because I guess you're the new guy's in charge. But I know things that can help you.
So before I came here and talked to you, before we got acquainted, and I made some nice pictures for your kids. Had you come with us, would you have sold us out? Like brought us into a trap situation?
He looks a little.
You know, like we Fae are like the lords of trickery. So I get it that under duress we fall back on our true natures. It's okay to admit to me.
If the chance came up, maybe. But honestly, I don't have a plan. There's
Okay.
never a plan.
You can
And I've
see.
really got more enemies on the way than I've got friends now.
Uh-huh. Who are they? Like the gangs from the other neighborhoods? Are they gonna come descending on this place?
You don't know. Well, I guess maybe if they know we're gone, but
Oh.
By the way, Mark, in the world building section, I made the neighborhoods of South Wall,
oh, cool.
which is an area of the town south of a big wall that is all the little bad areas. And Gold Stacks is smack into the middle of it. There's a flour mill off to one side, and we've heard about Crypt Garden in the other campaign. And then we were on the edge of Sylvan Acres, which is a Sylvan Reserve, when we went to Greenrest Park. And then there's Old Stacks, and then a few others that just haven't come up yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that would be bad.
Well, you can't expect the rats to disappear, and no one's gonna come looking and see what happened.
How many rats are running around out there that, we didn't smush?
Well, there's, official members.
Yeah.
How many in the game? How many just wish?
Let's see, we got
Give or take.
9 or 10.
There's probably maybe 10 more out there than.
The bitey guy and the gnome, they're dead. And then the guy with the robo arm is dead.
You
And
killed Bitey Pete.
well,
He
yeah,
seems genuinely sad.
they came by where we were staying and they were really mean. And
Oh,
we got some really mean people ourselves, and two means don't make a good.
I guess not.
Put that on a letter. write that one down. Mail it to yourself. Yep.
going into her sayings.
Yeah. You know what? To be honest, I think one of them crawled away.
Huh?
You know. So there's a chance either he went and told the others that we're done, or how many days has it been?
I don't know, few.
Oh, he looks sad. Maybe they just gave up.
Okay, so there's no like big meanies that are gonna come here and try to take back this place?
He kind of shrugs, like, I don't think anyone's coming.
How do we become a gang?
How about we ask some of the more pertinent questions?
Well, he's gonna bring us to Undertown. How do we become a gang?
Well, you just kind of say you're a gang, really, and
But that guy said he was all like self-important about being connected. I assume he meant the Syndicate, but I'm guessing
Luca,
that you have to give payments to the Syndicate to be a gang. So who do we give payments to and how much?
Okay. Stop.
I know, it's very complex, isn't it?
Luca found us,
Ah.
and that he's gone now, I take it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so see, you fucked up.
No, he fucked up.
No, you fucked up. If you were smart, you would have let him beat and maybe murder half of you, and then the other ones that you might have got away.
You're funny.
I'm not joking.
Okay, so here's how we're gonna run our gang. It's gonna be more like a neighborhood watch, and we're not gonna extort people for money anymore. We're going to empower them to revivify their businesses.
Just a second.
Because the best taxation is no taxation!
You're very good at this, are you?
All right. First of all, here's the problem with
And
that
then
idea.
we'll pay the tax to the Syndicate so that they'll go away and leave us alone.
Okay, well, here's the problem.
How much?
Well, it's not a how much. It's
100
what-
gold pieces a month?
I'm sorry. Yes,
It can't
that's
be
fine.
more than that. People are poor. Like 1,000? 1,000 a month?
Listen, it's not about how much. It's about what
Oh,
percentage.
The humans is pretty much how much?
Yeah, it's a percentage, and there's a minimum. If you don't meet the minimum, you'll
What's
get
the
replaced.
minimum?
Well, with Luca, we're always told we're making enough. He'd be stupid to tell us what the minimum is.
Okay. So we'll wait for some guy who's wearing an Asper hat. There's going to be a hat, I know it. He's going to show up. He's going to say, pay us our money. And I'll say, what's the minimum? And I'll get the minimum out of him because I'm good at getting information out of people. We'll find out what the true minimum is. We'll pay him. And then we'll revivify the neighborhood.
He looks at the painting, or the picture again. Dee Dee.
Mm-hmm.
The first question they're going to ask is, where's Luca?
Yeah. And we're going to point to Cog and go, he's gone.
Okay, Dee Dee, my friend, because you are right now, that is not the answer you want to give. As of right now,
Wait a second. If each neighborhood has a gang, we should go to the Sylvan Reserve and talk to that gang. I'm pretty sure they'd be friends with us.
that's a pretty good idea, actually.
Yeah. And we probably don't like the guys who make bread, because they don't like constructs.
He looks confused because Mark's confused.
The gainful. There's the gang called the gainful.
Oh, right.
Of the
yeah.
gainful exercise.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
guys have hats. There's something about this hat thing.
Okay.
No offense, Cog, but
You need a trademark! These guys trademark! They stole my trademark! That's why they all got exterminated!
yeah,
Actually attached.
d-
It's actually
dead rats are ours now.
Okay. They're yours.
Okay, so when the guy with the hat, I'm guessing, comes by and says how much, we're gonna tell him that you told us that there's a minimum and that we need to find out the minimum, and we'll enchant him to tell us the minimum. We'll give him the minimum and he'll go away.
No.
Killian said.
No. I did not say.
You
I
just
never
said.
know.
Well, okay. I think the gruel is done.
Is there someone else I can talk to?
Well, Dugan just wants to extort everyone, but I think there's room for change.
You can change it all you like.
Uh-huh.
I just want to be gone before people come looking for Luca.
I see. Well, that's not up to me. You need to tell us where Undertown is, though, because we need to go there and sell some stuff.
Okay. Get me to Undertown.
Mm-hmm. And you're not going to spring a trap, because
And
that
there'll
would
be
be
no
bad.
spring. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because I think they're going to build a box with wheels and stick you in the box and wheel you to Undertown. That's the plan.
Why can't you just get a wagon?
Maybe a wheelbarrow, the one that was being used for the lizard shit. Don't worry, we'll put you snug as a bug as a rug into a bag, and we'll stick your head out so you can breathe. I think we'll have to make a little poop flap in the back.
What? Why do I have to be in a box? Why can't you just put me in a wagon?
I'm sorry, buddy, but you just admitted that you were going to walk us into a trap, and if I
No, I said I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, but you admitted you were going to walk us into a trap.
No, but I won't do that now. I promise.
Opportunistically. Well, I know you're saying it now.
And besides, how can I show you how to get there if I'm in a box?
Bag!
He just goes quiet.
Okay, this is fun. We should do this again. Here you go.
And she taps his toe and does a lay on hands. She will heal him up of hit points. I'm sure that
Okay,
there's
yeah.
some, like, she...
Combined with some Slake, like,
As I
correctness
was
and
saying.
straightness, like, actually
Yeah.
wheel the thing.
Should let me help you out.
Okay, don't feel too bad. Don't feel too guilty.
So she flutters away.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Apparently, the Syndicate's going to send a new guy, probably with a hat, and he's going to tell us how much money we need to bring him. It's going to be a percentage, but there's probably a minimum. And I suggest that our gang becomes a neighborhood watch, and we don't tax people. We actually invigorate the neighborhood by letting them keep their money and do things. We guard it, and then they'll love us, because we want to rule with love, not hate.
What if we take their money, but reinvigorate the neighborhood by spending it in town?
We're already spending money in town.
At the pubs
You know,
and the shops.
if we did this, some people might actually chip in and help, and there'd be less work to go around, and then we can continue doing what we're doing, like helping Slake and Cog and Agony and Duggan. Duggan, you'll be good at this.
She puts a hand on your shoulder.
Of course I'll be good at this.
But there are other gangs, and if the other gangs find out, and there's one guy that I'm pretty sure left, like that guy that we put to sleep, he wasn't there when we went back. I think he went away, so he's going to tell the other gangs.
I still think we need a human.
Yeah.
We need a human to talk to these guys.
Alright, we'll work on the human. Got to find the right one pliable and not so, you know how to get uppity. A reasonable one.
So we should expect more to come, then.
Yeah, that's what he said. He'll also show us to Undertown. We need to get him a nice snug as a bug in a rug bag to live in, and we'll use the wheelbarrow and wheel him around.
You're gonna make him live in a bag.
We'll just stick his cast leg out, and if anyone asks, why do you have that gnome in a bag? We'll be like, yeah, he like when you put a cone over a dog's head because he's sick.
That's fine.
He's just a sick gnome.
He keeps
Alright.
licking it.
Keeps licking his leg.
I get to use your paint and write nutsack on it.
Yeah, we could all sign his cast. That would be a nice thing.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I'm gonna make a butterfly out of it.
I'm sure they'll be grateful for that.
we draw wrinkles on his sack. Look at this.
And bumblebees and unicorns. He's got 3 kids, you know. I kind of feel sorry for the guy. My charms are gonna wear off, and he's gonna feel really stupid in a few minutes.
Little do you know, you just beat the diplomacy. It wasn't magic at all. You're just personable.
So maybe we should ask him where his kids are, because then we could probably go tell him that his dad's okay.
I'm assuming they have a kid sitter or something. A nanny? A mommy?
I don't care.
Well,
Well, we should probably find out more about who this person is. Maybe the other gang, the Steel Studs or whatever they were. Maybe they know who he is.
You have a strange point, Dee Dee. If we don't want to be fighting our neighbors at the same time as fighting other gangs. Besides, we're not large enough to be considered a gang. I'm good for at least 20.
I'd say I'm a solid, maybe 1 or 3/4, something like that.
Oh, you got 2 horns. You're 2.
Okay. 2 then.
Oh, and don't forget we got Kevin the lumpback whale back at the foundry, the mill.
Yeah. He kind of eats half the groceries that we go to send him to get, though. Still drinks a lot.
One of them is thirsty, the other one is hungry.
Oh, there are Fae that live a couple of blocks away. We could always make friends with them if we become a gang, but maybe that waits until we actually need to. But just a thought. We're not making friends with the bread makers that called you boopers. That's for sure.
No, we're not making friends with them.
Yeah, they turn constructs into weapons. That's not nice.
Okay, alright, my war council. As your leader, I'm
we could
asking
use
for...
Khan's extra arm as a weapon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be using it. Hands off.
Wait,
Well,
you're gonna
you
have 3 arms?
Something like that.
Dee Dee's just giggling.
What's the matter? You don't stick out enough?
Capra is basically making a rude gesture, going like, he's
Trying to
Yeah.
give himself a unit.
Dee Dee's mind did not go there initially, but now she's guffawing.
We'll get him a little killed. Well, you're saying your plan? Sorry, Doug, didn't mean to disrail.
No, I'm asking, what's our next objective in your minds?
We can stick him in a wheelbarrow and sign his cast, and we wheel him around. We go to Undertown. The thing is, you know, he doesn't really have a plan, but I'm pretty sure that he'll try to double cross us if he gets the opportunity.
Then I'll break his
Okay.
other leg.
Yeah,
Option.
that might be why he is gonna double cross us.
Or, instead of that, what you do is you threaten to take something he'll miss. Like his penis.
I don't know if that's the right way to do things.
You know, my charms work on him, so we could just make
Is
it.
there a chance we'll let him live?
Well, why don't, or, hear me out here, we could euthanize him, and then just when the guys with the hats come, we're just like, we don't know, and we're just keeping the sewers
I like
clean.
where you're going with this. Eliminate the witnesses, yeah.
No, he's got
he's-
information. He's an alchemist.
If he's like a horse, though, he's got a bad leg. You gotta,
We set
poo
him
in
free.
time.
We bring him to the edge of the city and go free, gnome.
Yeah. And then we euthanize him because he's all broken.
No!
He's just gonna starve to death anyway.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Good idea. He's looking at
No!
like Snake and Agony. He's like,
Cog's gonna go and sit with Slake. He's like, I really have no idea where they're going with this conversation.
all right. So you want to get to Undertown? Is this what I'm hearing?
Well, that or we want to spend our giant pile of money.
I admit I'd like to do that. However, there was a point brought up about other people coming here.
And so if we're not here, then they won't know. Because we're
That's
not
kind
here.
of what I'm getting at. It's almost a good idea to empty the place, let them move in, and then take it when again.
Pick up the stragglers and any upstarts.
Dwarves are clannish, aren't they? I think Slake likes the gang idea.
Not a clan, but a gang.
No, we're a neighborhood watch.
We're a guild.
Guilds make
Yeah, that-
things. I don't think we make anything.
Well, sometimes they offer services. We're a services guild.
How about this? We don't demand payments because that's extortion. That's bad. Optional.
But
Optional contributions.
Services.
Optional contributions. We'll accept cakes and pies and colorful banners and a nice kind word and a hug.
And money for services rendered.
If they feel like it.
Right, if they're feeling generous. All right, we'll put
And maybe a discount here and there. Like a little tiny insy bitty one that they can afford.
There you go. That's some. You're moving in the right direction.
No,
there,
but
Dee Dee.
that's as far as I'm gonna go.
That's as far as you need to go.
All right.
Isn't that right, Capra, Slake, Agony?
For services rendered. Yep. Paid for work.
I have no desire to become a lord of a neighborhood in this city.
Oh, all right.
If it helps
That's
with
right.
our survival, though, I believe Dee Dee's course of action will be more agreeable.
Survival is usually pretty good. Unless you're dealing with something that you really don't want to survive.
I don't really
Like
care.
bad infestation.
Just as long as we get at the wizards that did this. If I have to punch my way through 100 gangs, I will.
And as long as we find your clan and my brethren.
It'll be good practice. And you can see Slake is frustrated. Like, he's a one-hit die fighter. He knows that he could do better. It's got a bab of one. It's like, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, but here's the problem. The rats don't actually own the neighborhood, so to speak. They're not the lords of the neighborhood. They're more like the sheriffs.
Oh, I thought the sheriff was the sheriff.
Technically, there should
No.
be a sheriff for this neighborhood. I wonder who he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you know who you should ask is the Syndicate, because they're the one paying him to look the other way.
Oh, do they have an office or something?
So we pay the syndicate, and the syndicate pays the sheriff, and then they
Yes.
leave us alone.
Yes, that's kind of how it. Which is why you have to pay the Syndicate.
Okay, when the guy with the hat shows up,
Okay, see, let's be clear. When he shows up, you're not talking to him.
We're also gonna have to deal with the fact that we killed one of the men.
you guys,
No,
that's your problem.
we're
I don't
not.
kill anybody.
We're absolutely not. We have no idea what happened to him. Is that clear?
I guess I'm putting my old arm back on.
Wait, who actually killed the...
Who landed the death blow, or who fought
it
him?
Slake?
Period.
Capra and
Capra and Slake.
Capra and Slake were the ones who beat his ass.
Okay.
The Cog was trying, but it was just
Yeah.
flailing at the.
Caprins!
Dropped him.
Now, maybe you can fucking paint that thing, make it pink, put some unicorns on it.
What?
His aura.
I'll just keep it under covers.
Yeah, under the cloak.
I don't-
shirt, something.
I don't necessarily need it.
Wear a glove.
What are you talking about?
He's fucking.
The arm belonged to the man.
Oh,
Their
yeah,
man.
we can paint it pink.
You won't wake up the next day.
Red? Red's an aggressive color. It's a mean color.
No.
Baby blue, like the little birdies.
It's fine.
He
I'll think of
wakes
something.
Up, he wakes up, it's all fucking bedazzled.
Damn it, Dee Dee!
We're gonna need it fully extended for me to paint it properly.
I'll figure something out.
We can disguise
No
it.
smiley faces.
Hey,
Charles was
Yeah.
smiling. It shows that you don't have ill intent.
And then he gives like a toothy, horrible-looking, like satyr smile. That's like a
Dee
smile.
Dee takes out one of her picks from her med kit and is now cleaning Capra's teeth.
Hey, you got something a little in there. Let me just get that. Oh, your gums are bleeding.
alright, so where do we stand? Are we clearing it out till something, letting them move back in to finish off the job, or what?
Other town's a black market, right? Are there rules there, or are we just going to be attacked by a bunch of thieves when we step in there?
The only thing we really know is that there's it's based on the rumors. You have to ask maybe the guy who might have been there or know someone who has been.
Maybe we could spend money there.
We could definitely sell that double barrel pistol that we have, and the musket, and all that powder, and those bullets. And it's kind of hard to sell thieves' tools. Just saying.
There you go. Do you see how being a criminal is useful? Oh, I'm sorry, not criminal. Gun runner. That's the term.
So
I'm pretty sure we're not fighting a war with two guns.
what if we put a gun
Right.
inside his arm? Or we could replace a leg with the gun. Or on the head. We
Okay.
could take the head off and put a gun there.
Okay. We're thinking strategy, Capra, and you're doing arts and crafts with his arm.
He's thinking like a taxidermist. These bits.
It doesn't work that way, Capra.
Is there anything you want us to replace and put a gun in?
Oh, you got bits and pieces. No one will see it coming.
Eventually, perhaps I can make my own tools into limbs. But now I have to find them.
Slake, guns are technically not magical.
Yeah.
Not technically, actually, not magical. And you don't have to really aim too well with them. You just kind of point and shoot.
I don't think we should bring any more attention to ourselves and start using firearms in the streets of Foundry, says Slake. There is a wall where they hang people up and shoot them. Just over there.
Do you know how long they're going to have to shoot him? It's just going to go ping pong boom.
I agree. I don't think guns will be very effective in our hands. Let's get rid of them. There are other things we can do with
Slake,
them besides.
maybe a shotgun.
There we go. That's that Slake. That's
Just
8th level Slake being all badass, whipping out a shotgun, blowing somebody away.
Yeah.
The sound, it's a good sound.
It is.
Strong sound. Ahmed's resolution changed.
Yeah, hold on.
We've got so many marks.
Something's up on my laptop. I don't know what it is.
So,
We could probably have him, like, Slake use the gun to try to learn, like, weapon proficiency, firearms.
Yeah, he could practice the gun for now, but
How long does it take to
It's
Question.
not magical fire. So he could hurt himself by fucking up with gunpowder and it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Cog wants
For
to.
now, till he gets Forsaker, I think he gets certain energy resistance, but
Cog's gonna step behind the bar and start making stuff. How long will it take for him to make an acid flask?
I believe there's rules.
Like an hour or something, right?
So you don't have any time left between the 2 5-day things of
And then
installing and
medicing
studying and
this
medicating
guy.
the guy. So you don't have any time left.
No, I just wanted to make I wanted to try something.
What's that?
Well, he wanted to make an acid flask and combine it with some strong alcohol and give it to Slake. That might taste like alcohol or feel like alcohol.
Nice.
I'll just check and see if I have one.
Antitoxins are very complex. Smoke sticks are complex, so it's probably complex.
Acid flask?
Acid is actually moderate. It is a DC 14. Takes 2 days to create a vial of acid.
And I think Alchemist has a power to make shit faster.
Yep.
They can create alchemical items with astounding speed. It takes Alchemist half the normal amount of time to create alchemical items.
So 1 day. So you could spend a 5-day chunk and create 5 of these things.
So next time.
And there might even be a way to doing it faster, increasing the DC, but I'm not just skimming through it. I don't see
No,
how to do that.
yeah, no problem. We'll
So it's a day per alchemical item at that complexity.
So
thank you.
I have just a general meta question.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't stumbled across the adventure trigger yet, right?
The what?
The adventure trigger. We haven't stumbled across like the event with which the adventure was supposed to be triggered because it feels like we're still like planning downtime. And this is a question for Mark.
There's no trigger. What do you want to? What would you do if like this is the thing?
Oh, it's quite literally okay. It's good. All right. So yes, it wasn't like okay. Spend our money and get ready for the guy. That's like it's that.
Okay.
Like it.
Do we want to try to find the Undertown? Like, are we?
So, if we just stay here, more people are going to come. We're going to have fun smacking their heads together, breaking their legs, punching our way through another gang. But what are we going to end up with? Just another bunch of people scared in the back room, peeing themselves, that we have to ask questions about how to get to Undertown.
Well, we can just go scout it out.
Scouting means not fighting, Slake.
Yeah, but the two of you can go all quiet like.
He points at Dugan and Dee Dee.
You can be quiet too if you tried.
The rest of you can't sneak in and out of nowhere.
It's not double negative, but I understand what you're saying.
I'm a fairy too, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't have wings. So.
You're awfully big. You're a different breed. And if you can't sneak out and in anywhere without getting in trouble, you're gonna need.
He just shows you his fist.
You don't need a glove.
So why don't you guys do your
Slake-
reconnaissance?
Slake twitches. It's like his hand is the glove. And the gauntlet.
Why don't you guys do some reconnaissance, and we'll head back to the foundry then. There's no reason for us to stay here.
Or we could use the sending bead. You guys could stay, like, reasonable distance away, like an arrow toss. And we could go and scout. And we could say, all clear, or help.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
And then if there are funny people with hats waiting for us in here when we get back, then we deal with them. Because if we're going to be a gang, it's going to be a neighborhood watch. With no extortion.
That kills people. Yes, I agree.
I don't know about that. And you know,
Okay. So
rats and people are different things.
where are we going then?
first we need a wheelbarrow and a really secure rope and a cast. I got the paints right here.
What's wait? Oh, you're gonna
Well,
paint it.
well,
Okay.
you know, Cock needs to finish putting his arm back on. We need to
Yeah,
finish
right.
selling the
It's gonna
treasure.
it's gonna take me some days. Give me
Yeah.
a few days to do that.
Okay, let's reconvene when that's done.
I don't actually need it, but fine.
No, you need your arm.
I'm pretty sure you need an arm.
You need your frickin' arm! Fine, fine.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, we're gonna finish
Yeah.
that section at downtime at least before we go wheeling them around.
Oh, the silent hammer. Oh, I like the silent hammer. Thinking about it. Okay. Anyways.
Are we doing a second week of downtime to buy goods?
that's kind of the
Okay.
like.
Did you? Yeah, you took your arm off, eh?
His arm is off. He's in the middle. He's in the process of getting it back on. Like
Yeah.
I think the next day the arm's back on. To the end of the.
All right. Well, I'll change this from adventure to downtime.
No, don't. I'm spending
Okay.
a DM point. You guys are just sitting here. Shit's gonna happen. It's not gonna wait for you.
Okay.
Okay. It was-
Where are you staying, or are you divided?
I think we're divided.
Oh, figure out where you are, because
so
Duggan's gonna be at the secret hideout.
Well, if it's guard, so I for some reason this week got erased, but
Oh.
a bunch of weeks got erased. How did that happen?
I don't even have the sheet open. It wasn't me.
What?
Actually, I do have the sheet open. It could have been me.
What happened?
The downtime
Yeah,
log
because
nuked.
week 10 is where we're downtiming right now, and somehow it got all erased. But
I see spring week 11 adventure hook is what I see currently.
Oh, I'm looking at B team. Okay, good.
Oh, okay, 'cause it looks right to me.
Okay, yeah. So we are going to start spending our money, but Slake was guarding the rat den. Agony was guarding the steel rose. There was in 1/3 of his time here.
On his on the guy's leg.
And then I guess where are we sleeping? Dee Dee will. I don't know. Dugan, are you sleeping in this new place now?
Yeah, he's in the new place.
Okay. Capra, are you sleeping in the new place or the old place?
Capra will stay in the old place.
Dugan claims the big bed.
I am the
That's funny right there.
Actually, you know what? This place had the rats in it. And there's the rat guy here. We're going to go take the new place.
Okay.
Because of it's rat themed.
Dee Dee will. Because Slake is guarding the entrance. Agony's at the other place. Cog's mostly at the other place. It feels like Dee Dee needs to be at the other place.
If we don't want to have a one-armed cog and Agony get demolished by whatever right encounter is coming.
Yeah, she's got her little area. She finds this place stuffy. She doesn't like how.
She said she liked the open air.
Yeah.
I mean, and at what point does Dugan transfer his hidey hole, or does he have just the hidey hole there and the hidey hole here?
You're breaking up. Sorry, what was that?
When does Dugan transfer his hidey hole, or does he maintain 2 hidey holes?
Oh yeah, he's got a. He'll once they've got this place. No, it's still at the steel mill.
You still have the hidey hole there? Okay. Dugan's mail bag.
All right, so we know who, and Slake's spending time where the lizard is. He's basically replacement lizard.
Upgrade.
He's like patrolling between this area.
This week this is where Dingleberry is staying. He's trying to do commerce for people to help.
Yep.
Spend the money.
All right, Mark.
Help human society by spending money.
Give me a second here. I'm finding it appropriate.
Capra's acting like
There we go.
barman in the Dead Rat pub.
Yeah, this is my place now. Call yourself rats? My town? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm talking to myself. What of it?
He's looking at a mirror.
All right. You are guarding first floor. All right, I'm gonna need. You know what? Give me 10 tokens. Just random thug type.
They're coming in force.
Thugs?
Yep.
Like down on their luck types?
No. Not they're not like rich guys, but they've got some gear. Probably not as good as yours, but they've got some gear. Oh, what is going on? Who's beeping me?
Beep, 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 beep.
That's the sound when somebody adds a token.
Oh, don't do
Clink,
that.
clink.
No more tokens. I take it back. They're all invisible.
Perpetually invisible.
Oh, that's interesting.
There you go, Mark. There's 4, and you can multiply them as you need.
All right. And
They're just called thugs?
yeah, let's call them thugs.
Thugs.
You need 10 of them?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. All right. They're on the map somewhere? Oh, they're there. Well, they're gonna start off.
Is Cog here?
Roll 1d3. See what floor he's on.
Oh, are they hitting us where we sleep? Or where they thought we slept?
1.
Oh, this goddamn fucking mouse.
Does that mean Cog is here on floor 1?
Did you roll a 1?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, you're on the first floor.
Alright, so Cog and Slake are having a conversation.
Guys are in trouble.
All right, make perception checks.
I will do that with the tool.
Pound perp.
Cog got a 14, Slake got a 17.
Okay, both of you hear commotion in the by the offal pit.
Okay.
Let's go check that out.
We know Duggan is here, right? And Capra?
Yes, you also know Dugan's. But if it's nighttime, yeah, they're probably both sleeping at this point.
Okay.
It's like 3 in the morning.
I'm gonna stick Capra in one room. Which room is Capra's?
Whichever-
Capra has one of the smaller, like, out of the way, kind of. The one over here.
This one? Okay.
This one.
Capra's room? Cool. Alright. Stick Capra in bed. And
He has the other bed converted into just a workspace.
Duggan. People climb into bed, don't even realize he's there. Okay,
We need
Squished.
to wake up the fairies. Something's here.
Hmm.
These doors are lockable, and we do have the keys, so we do have a way to get upstairs. All right, Slake will we won't open this lever opens up that piece. So if we hear something happening over there, we're gonna start heading in this direction.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you want us to move, but
That's good.
okay.
These guys. I'll just leave them where they are for now, and you'll see them when you see them. Keep moving. You hear? No, I'm assuming you keep this door closed.
Yep.
Across the pit. Yeah. You hear noise.
Now this is open to
That's
here.
a pit, eh?
Yeah. It's a 20-foot pit that has access to the lower level. So if they jump down, they're ahead of us, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna move as a group. I don't know if we're gonna split up.
No, let's move together.
Okay.
So if they jump through there, that ends up in the rat pub?
No, the fungal garden.
Fungal garden.
Fungal
there.
garden? Okay.
And then there's also a switch to make this the retractable spike bed go up, which are right below the trapped bridge. Unfortunately, there's only 2 of us here, and we weren't ready for like what sounds like a commotion of people. So I think we're just moving.
Okay.
Do we see anything as we're like are there people crossing the bridge as we're going underneath, or?
No, you don't. You see the door being opened. As you're crossing there, no, you can't see shit.
Like we would be able to see if people.
There's no one there yet.
Okay.
As you're going down, there's no one there yet.
We will get to here, and we're gonna drop the portcullis.
Yeah.
At this point, Slake believes he can handle it. Like he goes, "Go wake up the Fae," because Cog is like really quicker than Slake.
Yeah. Mutagen. While we're doing that movement, I'm gonna drink my mutagen.
And Slake will pull out his tower shield. Tower shield around a corner, cover.
How many DM points do they have?
The chat has 2 left.
2 left.
Give them one of mine.
They have
Please.
3 left.
Oh, what do they want to? Sorry, guys, I haven't been paying attention.
I'm just asking how many fans.
Oh, how many? Okay, 3 now.
Please.
All right, you guys move down there. So these guys. Oh shit.
Is Cog yelling for?
Yeah. I'm moving down and collecting them. So I move at 40. How many rounds would it be for me to get to them?
On the map.
Okay, so where's the ladder? I mean the stairs.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
So they may look at the second floor. They make no resistance to the point they get there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
No. Slake is there.
Okay, Slake's there, and the portcullis is down.
So when they came down these stairs, they go through here and find the portcullis down, and
Okay,
Slake is taking cover with this door open.
Okay. I come to here.
Big metal
And-
statue of a giant golem dwarf.
Bang on the doors. We have visitors. Bang on this door. We have visitors. Hurry up! Get your things. Let's go.
You hear the sound of Capra falling out of the bed onto the floor.
Move your ass!
You may want to stop there. What do you want?
Oh, you're the ones. All right, fair enough. You're gonna want to open this gate. It'll be easier on you if you just do.
Who the fuck are you? And why would you expect a guard to open a gate?
You're not a guard. This isn't a... The fuck? Listen to this guy. You're just the guys who took over this place. Come on.
Who are you?
Listen, if Luca's not there, you're going to want to open the door.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Put it this way. We're the guys in charge now.
Slake is just laughing.
Okay. Could have dealt with us. He wants to deal with the boss. Go tell the boss.
Boss of who? Hey, do you guys have funny hats? We're supposed to be on the lookout for people with funny hats.
A couple of the guys go running off. I'm just gonna put them off the map for a bit, but
I don't think scarves count as funny hats.
a couple of the guys, they're all dressed kind of. They all got kind of the same armor, like they've been outfitted by the same person. Not that they have a uniform, but
What are they armed with?
falchions. They are and composite longbows.
Ooh.
Lay down your bows and drop your fancy swords.
Yeah, I'm real concerned. They put their swords away and light up cigarettes or pipes.
Slake
Just wait
looks
for the boss.
to Cog.
You wanna break some skulls or what?
I think so. It's time to try this armor.
Dugan, are you ready?
I think Dugan's still sleeping.
Hang on, he was on the third floor last
No,
night.
he's up.
Oh, you moved him up? Okay.
He's right here.
Strangely, there's a guy sleeping in the bed. There's a rat pitcher in the bed on the third floor. Like we invaded and he was sleeping. We're like, oh, he looks so sweet.
Wait a second. They've got falchions. I'm gonna run up there with my dwarven longhammer and crush one of them through the bars. Cog, you go and get the portcullis when I'm ready. Dugan, you do your thing. Do your thing hard.
Go on, go home.
Are you speaking, guys?
Capper, you ready?
Turns invisible.
Yeah.
Hello. So there's two guys that took off.
Armor's all +1.
Okay, Slake is
Let me
gonna
check that gear because I don't think
pull out his long hammer and he's just gonna walk out there.
So armor all +1 could mean they had studded leather, now they have chain. It could mean that they had leather, now they have studded leather.
Okay, so he's got his tower shield and long hammer. He can't actually attack with the long hammer, but dropping a thing is a thing. He's gonna walk up to the gate.
Okay, as you approach with that, they back up.
I'm just gonna sit there and take it.
Yes, are there any dummies? All right, there are no dummies. Slake.
Like, they know what that is.
All right. He just grins and he just tosses it down behind him. He'll keep his tower shield up, and he'll like run his finger down, and then he'll point at the first guy. This guy.
All right, Thug 10.
You.
Make an intimidate check.
Sure.
Yeah.
9. Is Dugan moving up or what? What the fuck, dude? Come on. Get in here, Dugan.
Are we doing this through the bars? You just whisper into you.
Nope.
Are you gonna lift it, or are we waiting for something to happen here?
I think we forgot
You ready?
the button.
Capper's gonna cast a spell. We'll see if
Okay.
that
Alright.
scares him off. Cast gravity bow is just
Taking a drink.
Okay, you
Getting-
start casting, they start, okay, the pipes and things go away. It's like, oh, shit's about to happen.
Open the gate.
There's like an anticipatory like clanking of like iron jaw, ding ding ding, grinding of teeth.
They're not wearing hats, but these aren't the ones we want.
Okay, well,
I was told
They're
they
gonna
were
be
hats.
wearing each other as hats in a moment.
Centipede of
drink.
thieves.
They didn't knock. There's just, they will learn to knock nicely. There's only one way to learn this lesson.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yep.
Okay, so and you're lifting the gates.
I think
Yep.
it's like initiative, and I don't think it's a surprise. I think everybody knows everybody's involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like everyone has the ready to action to take their 3 actions, which means it's like initiative.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to build an initiative, Mark?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And this is where we find out that I just need a bunch of pictures. Don't worry about it. They're like 5th level dudes. Oh god.
Hey, the adventure could be the other 3 guys trying to rescue what's left of these 4.
Yep.
Okay, Mark, what am I adding? Just thugs? And this
Thugs and
Master
boss.
Thug.
boss? And what is the initiative modifier of thug?
Thugs, their initiative modifier is +1.
We got this. Boss?
Boss will be +2.
Okay.
Oh, put boss associates.
Associates.
Okay, I'm just grabbing the random numbers. Give me a second.
Associates.
Yeah, associates. There we go.
Like a boss.
And what are the associates initiative modifier?
+2.
I think they go first.
Okay. The associates go. You have no idea what's going on.
Dee Dee's not here, so Agony's not here, and yeah, okay. I just associates, thugs, boss. Fuck.
Well, the gate's still down, so I guess we're.
Yep.
Yeah, the associates you don't know.
Okay. The thugs are all putting away their items. 1 action.
No, they do it as a free action. Oh, put away their items. Yeah, they're putting away their items. Free action, they draw, and they're readying.
Quick draw.
Boss.
You don't know. He's gone though. Slake.
Slake is gonna ready all 3 actions.
Okay.
What's
To
that?
do what when what happens.
When the portcullis moves up, he's going to move, slam, rage is a free, so it's not actually an action. He'll move and slam twice.
So it'll be rage move slam or move rage slam slam.
Move, rage, slam, slam.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Dugganschmirf is. It's like fuck it. He's just gonna shoot through the bars. No, he was gonna wait for them to go up. Yeah, it's some minor cover, but he'll wait for them to go up.
He's delaying or ridding?
He's going to. How far? He's gonna get a little closer. 'Cause I think.
Does
Oh, no,
ready
he's good.
miss
he
mess
did ready.
initiative with the new system?
Yep.
No. Cool.
Yeah, he's.
Which means the
he's gonna
triggering
ready.
action can happen right before your turn, and you get a bunch of. I ready? What's the trigger? My turn.
Well, yes, or you ready for them to approach you? They approach you, you beat the snot out of them, then it's your turn, and you beat the snot out of them some more.
Right. You know, that's actually not a bad. No, I'll just do it the way I said.
Yep.
Okay, so Dugan is ready. No, fuck. Ready.
It's whether or not you want to be the cork in that doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dingleberry.
Dingle.